my favorites for the month of April and May. I didn't post a favorites in the month of April. I don't know what happened. I kind of forgot. Sorry. So to kind of make up for that, this is going to be a very long video. I've got a cup of coffee. I suggest you do the same. Or grab some tea, a snack, because this is going to be very long. It's 2 months worth. So let's just get into the beauty portion of this video. Alright, so I want to start off by just kind of breezing through some of like basic things. Foundation. Loving the Urban Decay Naked Skin Foundation. This is the Weightless Ultra Definition Liquid Makeup. It's infused with peptides. It's paraben free. I use the shade 3.25. I think this is a really good foundation if you want a very lightweight feel on the skin, but something that still gives some coverage. For me, I like lighter coverage. I don't personally think that I need to be using full coverage because it's not necessary for me. I want to keep the face makeup as minimal as possible because I think it's just better for your skin. It's healthier for your skin to use just what you need. Now, I have done full glam makeup looks, layered up a ton of things, and I do that from time to time, but on an everyday basis, I like to just stick with something that's very light. So this has been a good foundation. Now, if you want to see a demo and before and after pictures of me wearing this, please let me know and I will do my best to get that done very quickly for you. The next product is the Super CC Cream by Physicians Formula. You've probably already seen my review video. If you haven't, I will link it up above my head. But this is a really good CC cream that has the coverage of foundation. For me, it's enough coverage to really give me a very even application and even skin tone. And I like the fact that this has an SPF 30. I do have it in the shade light. I think that they do have a light to medium. I'm not sure if they have anything for darker skin tones. It's pretty much exactly identical to the BB cream that's white and silver. This one just says CC. It's supposed to color correct. I don't really rely on products like this for color correcting. I do think that the coverage that this gives me helps even everything out, but I don't have a lot of imperfections to cover, so I don't know how this would work, just this on its own for someone who has a visible redness. Let's say rosacea, for example. You may need to go in with some additional concealer, or if you have some hyperpigmentation, additional concealing will be necessary, I think. But this is great for the summertime. It's very lightweight. It's my moisturizer and SPF in one, so I don't have to use my regular skincare moisturizer and then go in with an SPF on top of it. It just sort of takes care of everything. It's a great product for traveling for during the summertime, springtime vacations, whatever it is, this is great. And I think you can use it year-round, not just summertime. For concealer, I have been getting back into the Maybelline Age Rewind, the Dark Circle. This is the brightener. This is the pink one, and I used it today to sort of brighten the inner corner of my eyes and just kind of like right in this inner pocket here where a lot of darkness tends to be more noticeable. I like this. Now, I do have a sample of the brightener from Becca that's more thicker. It's a little bit more creamy, but it's kind of difficult to blend. This is just a little bit thinner, but not thinner in the point where it doesn't actually do anything. This actually does help really brighten the eyes. And I've been mixing that with my Maybelline Fit Me Concealer. I've gotten back into this, and I'm really trying to finish up the last little bit that I have. This is my second one so far that I've had in the last, I don't know, 6 to 8 months. But this has been a really great concealer. It's from the drugstore. I wear shade light. It's good coverage. It's very similar to some of the other high-end ones that I have. I think this one is my drugstore pick. And then for high-end, I would say the Urban Decay, the Naked Skin Weightless Concealer is my high-end favorite. But they're both similar as far as like the consistency. But I just think that this is really good and it's really affordable. It's from Maybelline and you can find it anywhere. Now for some other sort of face type products, I have to mention this Butter Bronzer by Physicians Formula. It is my go-to bronzer. I've been using it almost every single day. I've used this just to bronze my skin. I've actually bronzed and applied it on the apples of my cheek just to give me sort of like kind of a bronzy glow all over, and I've skipped the blush. And I think it's great for just light skin tones, fair skin tones. It smells really, really good. It smells like summer. I don't know, it's like, reminds me of wearing tanning lotion and just sitting by the pool. That kind of smell. It smells so good. It's very creamy. The texture of this is very soft and creamy. So it blends really well. I like using my Real Techniques multitask brush to really just kind of buff this onto the skin. Blends beautifully over powder. Blends great over liquid or cream type products. I love this. I think the shade is really great. It has that creaminess to it, so it doesn't look very matte and flat on the skin, and it feels almost like it's giving you life and making it look like it's your skin that naturally has that glow, which I love. And it's really affordable for the drugstore. I mean, Physicians Formula in general is a little bit more pricey than Maybelline or CoverGirl, but I think the price and quality is great. Alright, so the next thing is the Makeup Forever Pro Sculpting. I got this during the VIB sale that they had, and I actually really love this. I never thought that I would enjoy cream products just because my skin is combo kind of oily, and I've always thought powders are the way to go because it's just easier. Powder foundation, powder this, powder that. And I've been sort of stepping away from using a lot of powders, and I've noticed a difference in my skin as far as it doesn't look really dry. It doesn't look very powdery or very cakey. Now, I decided to give this a try, and this is quite an expensive little product to experiment with cream style things, but I'm really glad I got it. I'm using the contour today, just a little bit right in this backside up here, and then I just blended it out. I don't really take it down too far. It's a nice sort of cool tone product. I like using this light kind of white cream color to mix in with my concealer. If I have a concealer that I like that's a little bit too dark, this is great to mix in. Use it to brighten up the under eye. This highlight is really pretty as well. It does have a little bit more of a kind of, I don't want to say glittery shimmer, but there is a more kind of chunkier sheen to this than, let's say, the Glow Kit by Anastasia or my favorite Mary Lou by The Balm. This one has just a little bit more noticeable kind of flecky shimmer, but it's not glitter and it's not bad. I think that it's right at that line where if it were any chunkier, I would not be wearing it. I think it's pretty. This blush is what I'm wearing today, and it just feels like skin. It doesn't look wet or creamy or dewy, which I like. You may not like that if you have dry skin. You may want your cheeks to look a little bit creamier and dewier. Then this is a little bit on the dry side, but just enough dryness and creaminess, perfect balance to really blend into the skin and just really look like your skin and not look like you just put like a greasy kind of oil slick on your face. I don't know. I like it. Love it. Okay, for primer, I have loved the Tarte CC, the Color Clay. This one is a really good primer, and yes, the packaging is a pain in the butt, but it's one of those stick forms and you just kind of scribble it all over your eye, and I blend it in with my ring finger. And I like how this has a light kind of coverage to it, so it helps sort of conceal any redness, subtle little veins that you can see, because that area around the eye is very thin skin, so you can see quite a bit of discoloration if you have any, your veins, all that stuff, because it's thin skin. So I like how this helps cover that. Now, of course, you could use a little bit of concealer, set that, and go on about your business. But I do like this product, and I do think it works for helping my shadows not crease. I do like to set this, though. I will have to say you do have to set this because it is kind of creamy, and if you don't set it, typically when you don't set your primer, if it has a creaminess, your shadows will sort of like grab onto specific areas. They become a pain to blend out, and that's ultimately the last thing that you want. So I like to set it with a little bit of translucent powder, the same one I use under the eye. I just run it over my eyelids, and my shadows blend so beautifully over that, and I never have an issue with creasing because this is really good. Alright, so my current lip combo, well, this has been my lip combo for the whole month of April. The Milani Color Statement Lip Liner in the All Natural number 04. Love this. Mixed with the Too Faced Melted Nude. Now, I have been getting into the melted lip thing. I know it's really big and hyped up on YouTube. I have a couple from Kat Von D. I have several of these little ones from like little sets and stuff that I have tried. I do like these. I think it's really comfortable. Now, what I like to do, if I can unscrew this, is I like to line my lips first and fill them in, and then just sort of like lightly just do a very thin layer, and I like to tap first and then at the very end just kind of do a nice little swipe as if I were regularly applying a product, just to make sure everything is nice and even. But I do think that if you want a matte lip without really drying, you have to do something that's very comfortable, like this formula by Too Faced, the Melted Liquid Lipstick. I almost got tongue twisted there. But you also have to do very thin layers. If you put too much on, it's a hot mess. I don't really care for that. I like these two together. They're the perfect lip combo. Another lip liner that I love is the Essence Lip Liner in Satin Mauve. I've done this, just this on its own. Line my lips, fill them in, and just go. I have just a lip liner on today, which I will show you here in a moment. Really great. This was like, I don't know, 99 cents, $1. Really, really cheap. The cheapest lip liner that I could possibly own in my collection, and it's really great, and I picked this up over some of my other high-ends. So I do think that the Essence lip liners are worth a look at if you're looking for lip liners. Or these ones. The Jordana Easy Liners, these are in the shade Pink Love, which is what I'm wearing today. Just this, lined and filled. And Baby Berry. These are the two that I have picked up. I have, I think, another one that's a little bit darker. But these are the two that I've been picking up the most. And I've worn these in my latest videos as well. So you've seen this in action. Love them. The great thing about these that make these just a little bit more travel friendly or more purse friendly is the fact that these are retractable and these are the two are not. So you do have to sharpen these, unfortunately. So I try to sharpen them before I leave the house. But these Jordana ones are retractable. So easy. I love that feature. And really great. And I think these were less than $3 a piece. Alright, so time for some eye products because you guys know how I love my eyeshadows. But before I get into my shadows, because I have quite a few, I want to just kind of briefly just sort of mention these liners. These are the Colourpop Gel Liners. I just randomly pick a few. I have quite a bit of the bright color ones. I've been doing bright looks, incorporating a little bit more bright colors into my routine in some form or fashion. Like today I have this one that's Seafoam Green called Zulu in the waterline. They work beautifully in the waterline. They apply very nicely and they actually last all day. They don't flake, they don't smudge, they don't disappear throughout the day, especially in the waterline where it's a little bit more of a sort of like kind of wet, moist area where a lot of liners don't really kind of glide on. And if they do, they eventually start to kind of crease and kind of smudge. These don't. Now, I do have one that's dark. It's called Besto. Love that color. I have it in the pot and also the pencil. I think the pot, when you're using the gel liner, the from Colourpop, they're a little bit kind of dry, and once they set, they don't budge. So you have to work quickly. And I noticed the same thing with these, but you do have some playtime with the ability to apply it before it sets. Once it's set, it's not going anywhere, which is great, especially for the warmer months. But these are just really great. They're $5 a piece. I've been using them in almost every tutorial that I've posted in the last couple weeks just because I want to have colorful eyeliners that are affordable. I don't want to break my wallet or, you know, spend a fortune at Sephora to get, you know, 4 eyeliners, for example, that are $20 a piece just to do, you know, a couple little bright looks here and there in tutorials. I think it's just, it's stupid. I'd rather just spend $5, get really good quality, and have tons of different options versus just a couple here and there because they're so pricey from Sephora that I'm just sort of limited to only just a few because, you know, I like to save my money. I'm putting it out there. I like to save my money, and these are phenomenal. Alright, so for eyeshadows, the Tartelette in Bloom, that's what I used today for this look, which you probably have already seen the tutorial, and I will link it here above my head. Love this. This is the perfect everyday neutral palette. It's got some color that you can do, like some of these bronzy and taupe shades. You've got some really dark matte colors for liner, for smoking out the outer V. For intense smoky eyes, you have very soft colors for every day. It literally has everything where you can do light looks, something in the middle, something very dark. Everything is in here that you need. Great mix of sort of satiny colors. Well, actually, you know what? They're mostly kind of metallic-y. I wouldn't say satiny, so let me take that back. Metallic-y type shades. Lots of matte, which I love. A great mixture. The colors that you need in matte form, they're in that formula, which I love and appreciate. Great size mirror. I mean, this is the perfect travel-friendly thing because literally this is all you need for your eye looks. And of course, some of you may be fortunate enough to use like these light colors here that are matte for your brows. If you have like fair brows, you could do that. So that eliminates a couple products that you have to take on travel. Love it. Smells really great. Quality is phenomenal. Outstanding quality. Now, you guys know I've been doing a lot of bright looks, and I have to mention the Morphe 35B palette. This has been a very good palette for me to create looks for you guys that incorporate color without, again, breaking the bank. Because, like I said before, I like to save my money, and if I were to go and buy some of these brighter colors at Sephora, I would have spent probably well over $100 for just individual colors. And this here was like $20. I don't know. I've had this for a few years. They've been sitting in the back of my drawers for a long time, and I thought, let me just bust this out. And I love this palette. I did this sort of kind of bronzy, kind of plummy color as a one shadow look. I've used these purples for a really intense purple look. I will have them linked on the screen and also down below. This has everything you could need. So if you want to do colorful looks without spending a lot of money, look to Morphe. Look no further. This 35B is the way to go because you get to experiment with color. When you find a color range that you like, if you love blues, then of course, if you want to buy high-end blues, go for it. Or if you don't, then don't. But you get some options here. You get pinks, you get peaches, you get some darker shades, navies, really pretty pops of green, some really bright like magenta colors, beautiful kind of grape purples. Everything is in here. I love it. I think it's really great, and I'm kicking myself for not picking this up any sooner, right? And then of course you guys have seen this bad boy. This is my large Z palette full of Makeup Geek eyeshadows. These are the newer mattes and the duochromes. Now if you guys want to know my opinion on these duochromes, let me know. Some of them are good, some of them are okay. These mattes, again, some are really good. I've used quite a few of these in tutorials and I love them. They are very pigmented, blend easily. Some of them are a little bit difficult to blend just because although they're very pigmented, they're just hard to blend and kind of a little patchy. So if you want to know about those and my thoughts, please let me know in the comments if you want to see this entire palette in a video. Alright, so these next products are probably one of my most requested videos, and that's skincare. This here are 2 little baggies full of skincare products. Mostly, I'm not gonna lie, I would say 90% of this is Sanitas skincare. I love the Sanitas skincare stuff. I have tried a lot of their cleansers, moisturizers. I have the combo oily skin system set. I also have the one for dry skin. But the one product, or I have a couple actually, the first product I should say is the Sanitas Lemon Cream Cleanser. This is made for normal combo oily dry skin, so all skin types can use this. This is a small mini size because it comes in a kit. These kits, they say, generally supposed to last 30, or not 30, but 60 days. And I find that some things do last 60 days. I think that this size cleanser, using it morning and night every day, I would say I can get a good 30 days out of it. This is completely empty. I love this. It makes my skin feel really nice and clean. It smells really great. It has real lemon oil in it, so when you open it up, it smells like fresh lemons. It smells very clean and just like a natural lemon scent, not a fake artificial crappy synthetic dye or synthetic fragrance that's been put into it. It's really good stuff. So I like that. That's completely empty. Another empty product is the Moisture Mist. I have another one from the dry skin kit, but this is an all skin type product. This moisturizing mist has hyaluronic acid, which is very important to keep your skin nice and moist. Hyaluronic acid holds 1,000 times its weight in water, so what it does, it attracts the moisture to your skin, keeping it hydrated, keeping it soft. So I love this, and I have another one, which I would say it's probably about almost halfway. So this one's completely empty, so love this. So I want to do a video all about these things and really go into detail about skincare, the research that I've done, why I'm using what I'm using, the results that I've gotten. So I don't really want to go too much into it in this video because there's just so much to it that really it needs its own video. But one last thing is the Sanitas Glycotoner. This is the 5%. They have a 5, a 10, and a 15%. I would suggest if you're starting out with a glycolic acid toner, go with something on the 5% until you get used to it. What I love about the Sanitas Glycotoner is how it makes my skin look. Like my skin, I've had some issues and sometimes it looks like it's getting better, times that it's getting worse, but you know, it's just a phase that I'm going through, and I'll explain in a minute. But this Glycotoner, I'm telling you, when I put this on a cotton pad, I do feel like that prickly sort of stinging sensation, and that's what you're supposed to feel because glycolic acid is sloughing away all the dead skin. It's getting rid of all the dead skin cells that are sitting on top of your skin that you don't realize it's there. So you have brighter, softer, more youthful looking skin, and this does exactly that. It makes my skin look so incredibly good, and it has like this sort of glow, that my skin has with no highlighter, no makeup product. It's like, this is so good. I love this. So good. Now this Glycotoner came in the combination oily skin system with a glycolic citrus cleanser, which I like, but I think you get more benefit from using a glycolic acid toner than a glycolic acid wash or face wash, simply because you apply that product on your face and you rinse it right off. This is meant to be on the skin and kept on the skin, and then you go to the next step in your routine. You don't rinse this off, so you get more benefit, and you can really make your money go further when you spend it on a glycolic toner versus a cleanser. There's so many products from them that I love that I just really have to do its own video because there's not a lot of videos on YouTube about Sanitas skincare, or like, for example, I want to talk about SkinCeuticals, a crazy expensive skincare line. You just wait. And I want to do that video, but I need to be able to have enough time to really talk about things and also just really go into detail about the products. So if you've been asking about it, requesting it, don't think that I've ignored it or been putting it off. I got you. I'm gonna do it. I just wanted to make sure that when I talk about these and I tell you what I like and don't like about it, then I want to be able to kind of explain to you the results and tell you what my skin has done in response to using this line or these products. If that makes sense, right? Alright, so I have a couple non-beauty favorites, and like I said, I know this video is very long already, but I just wanted to kind of touch on a couple little snack type things. I actually forgot one of my snacks, but it's the craisins. It's like the cranberries, but it's like little clusters of granola. I left that bag downstairs, but that's also a very good one. I'm on my second bag of that because I love it. The next one is the Special K. These are the Berry Medley Chewy snack bars. Love these. I like how they have different berries. There's strawberries in here, there's cranberries, and you have your granola. So these are more of they're not super like healthy, like the healthiest that you can have, but they're better than eating just basic granola bars from like Quaker Oats. I like those too, but they're not the best option. I think that these are a little bit better, especially with the fruit in it, so I do like that. Really good snacks, and I always have one of these in my purse because sometimes I do get the urge to snack on something, and yes, I do choose bad snacks all the time, but I like to, have this just in case. I'm like, I'm going to make a good choice for my snack today, and these have been really good, and I really enjoy them. The next thing, I know this is so weird and random, bread. Yes! These are the original Naan bread, and I get this 12-pack from my local Sam's Club. I adore this flatbread. I have done this just on like a side with my meal for dinner. My husband puts them in the oven and puts shredded cheese on it for me because he knows I love it that way as well. I have done make your own pizzas with these. Like I have my son who's 3 make his own pizza with his own little toppings and fixins. We all just do it as a family, and it's just so fun. And it's just really good. I love it. And they feel kind of hard because I've had them in the fridge, but what you're supposed to do, or what I do, is I put them on a piece of aluminum foil. You have to set your oven to 400 degrees, sprinkle it with a little bit of water or a little bit of olive oil, and then put it in the oven for 3 minutes, 3 to 4, 5. If you put cheese on it, I like to let it sit in there for up to 5 minutes so the cheese gets a chance to melt at 400 degrees, and then it feels so soft, like it's just freshly baked naan bread. Like, I love this. Like, I could just eat bread on its own, just this, because I love bread. I'm a bread slut. I like bread. Like, if I could only have bread, I would have French bread, ciabatta bread, and naan bread. My top 3. Done. Alright, so then to wrap up my last few little things, I wanted to share with you, I know it's clothing. I never really show clothes in favorites or anything like that, but I have to talk about these because I'm obsessed. I have different styles and colors, but I love these t-shirts from Target. This is the Merona brand. I love this sort of army green color. They're so incredibly soft. They feel very luxurious. They feel like a really good quality material, and they're really inexpensive. Like, I sometimes will get them 3 for $24. I think they're like $9 regular price, $9 or $10 a piece regular price. I love them. I wear these all the time with skinny jeans. I've worn them with like Bermuda shorts, flip-flops, my Havaianas, which I should have probably brought up here because those are so comfortable, gladiator sandals, like you name it, anything goes with this. And I also have one, oh, it's full of hair, yay! This one in that really pretty royal blue. Whoa, I'm completely washed out. This royal blue is absolutely beautiful. And I got the royal blue because I have nothing in this color. Believe it or not, I just wear like mostly like black, white, gray, sometimes some stripes. I don't have anything in my collection or my closet that has these colors. So I got those. Love them. I think that they're really great to wear just anytime and year round. You can put this on, like this olive green will look great with like a really sporty kind of moto leather jacket. I have one from Target that I really like as well. That would look really good with some skinny jeans, like dark wash jeans. Beautiful. Okay, so my last thing I have to share with you is a show. Now, I have talked about this show before on one of my favorites video, and it's the Grace and Frankie. Season 2 came out at the beginning of May, and I absolutely love it. Season 2 has only 13 episodes, which that's what I don't like, the fact that there's only 13 episodes, and they're only 30 minutes apiece. This show is so incredibly funny. There's 2 seasons so far on Netflix. I certainly hope that they come out with a 3rd because it is a really, really great show. And it's just two older women. So you have Jane Fonda and Lily Tomlin. And of course, there's, I think Martin Sheen, yes. Martin Sheen is in it, and the other guy, I don't remember his name. Gosh, I wish I did because I love him. But it's got a lot of good actors in it, and it's just what it's about. It's, you know, that the two women start off being married, and stuff happens. I don't want to give it away just in case any of you want to watch it. It's so good. Stuff happens between their marriages, and then they get close and become friends, and just this life thing that happens to both of them, a common thing that they have amongst the two of them. And they go through the same thing. They have kids that are affected by it, who are, you know, adults, obviously, because they're older women. But I just like this because it's just more mature women and their sort of take on it. It's funny. It makes me sad. I cry. I get upset. I am like enraged sometimes with some of the things that happen. It evokes, like I said before, all of these emotions in you, and it's such a well-rounded show that I think it's just really, really great. And I love Jane Fonda. So when I saw that she was coming out with a show, I was like, done. I'm watching it. And it's just so funny. And I have seen season 1 like 4 or 5 times. No joke, start to finish. And I'm probably going to do the same thing with season 2. However, I will say, I think season 1 was the funniest out of the 2 seasons. Great together. I love it. But I think season 1 was just funnier. Alright, so that wraps up this super crazy long favorites video. I tried to compile everything for April and May into this video. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. If you want to see anything specific in a tutorial or a review, let me know. I will be more than happy to do that for you as well. And of course, be on the lookout in the next couple weeks once things sort of settle down. Things are very busy for me right now. If you tune into Snapchat, you already know, or if you tune in, you'll find out what's happening, and we have a lot of things going on, and I will update you. So if you do see a period of time that I don't post a video, it's because, again, my home life is very busy and hectic right now. So once things sort of calm down, I will sort of obviously get back into my videos, doing the Monday, Friday uploads. But I do appreciate your love and support on my channel, and just the continued growth that I've had here with you guys. It's just my journey that I am so happy that you guys are part of it with me, and I just appreciate your love and support, and for you spending your part of your day with me. And those of you who leave comments, that means the world to me. Those of you who have taken my advice on products or beauty tips, that's why I do what I do, because you guys just keep me going, and you guys have let me know in the comments what you like. You guys are very encouraging and just supportive, and I love that. I don't really deal with a lot of hate, which I'm thankful for, and even if I did, I'd let it roll off, because I'm the type of person that I don't give 2 shits what anybody thinks of me, because I am who I am, and that's it. This is just me. So, and I just appreciate you guys accepting me and just loving me for who I am, and it's just really great. So I'm not going to get emotional or go into more details about, you know, how I feel about YouTube and you guys. You already know. You get this. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. Everything will be listed down below. If you want to tune in off camera, I have Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat. It's listed down below in every description box, because that's a way to find me and tune in if you like to know, if you're curious. And I will see you, hopefully, very soon. Bye-bye.